Ah, there you are. I was about to send out a search party. I've been hearing of a great commotion in the alienage. What exactly happened there? Make her forgive me. I should be appalled that such a thing could exist here. But I'm overjoyed you can implicate Loghain. We must end the civil war quickly. What the Blight does not corrupt in this land, politics surely will. The last of our allies have arrived in the city. We cannot delay any longer. I will call for the Landsmeet to convene. Bring Alistair and join me at the palace as soon as you are ready, Warden.
I hope Eamon doesn't expect me to give a speech. Maker, he probably does, doesn't he? Oh.
Got it.
Indeed.
Yes.
Warden, I am not surprised it has come to this. And Alistair, if you were even remotely worthy of being called Marik's son, you would already be in the Landsmeet, now wouldn't you? You have torn Ferelden apart to oppose the very man who ensured you were born into freedom. But do not think you will get past me to desecrate the Landsmeet itself. The nobles of Ferelden will confirm my lord as regent, and we can finally put this to rest once you are gone. I have had so many doubts of late. Loghain is a great man, but his hatred of Orlais has driven him to madness. He has done terrible things. I know it, but I owe him everything. I cannot betray him. Do not ask me to. I never thought duty would taste so bitter. Stop him, Warden. Stop him from betraying everything he once loved. Please, show mercy. Without Loghain, there would be no Ferelden to defend.
My lords and ladies of the Landsmeet, Tyrn Loghain would have us give up our freedoms, our traditions, out of fear. He placed us on this path, yet we should place our destiny in his hands? Must we sacrifice everything good about our nation to save it?
A fine performance, Eamon.
but no one here is taken in by it. You would attempt to put a puppet on the throne, and every soul here knows it. The better question is who will pull the strings. Ah! Here we have the puppeteer. Tell us, Warden, how will the Orlesians take our nation from us? Will they deign to send their troops, or simply issue their commands through this would-be prince? How much Ferelden blood does Orlesian gold buy these days?
Some of us are curious, Loghain, about precisely what happened at Ostagar.
So, one of Kaelin's killers would dare speak of betrayal. You led our king to his death with your grandiose tales of griffins flying into battle. Oh, please go on. The Landsmeet longs to hear a proper tactical analysis of Ostagar from an elf. You goaded him into making that charge. He believed the tales, Warden. He thought your handful of men would turn the tide for him. Strategy and consequences be hanged. What would you have me do? Kaelin's was not the only life in my hands. Should I have sacrificed the entire army for his mistake? Do not imagine that you can shame me with Kaelin's death. He was Marik's son, my king. No one regrets his loss more than I do.
Selling elves? Explain this, Loghain.
This is war. Did you believe it would be like the old tales? Knights with pennants flying over battlefields where all outcomes are decided simply and with honor. War is cruel. Every soul who fought alongside Marik knows this. And in it, there are no such things as innocence, only the living and the dead, and the degrees of guilt both bear. Sacrifices were made. If they were too great, the Maker will judge me for it. But enough of this. I have a question for you, Warden. What have you done with my daughter? You took my daughter, our queen, by force, killing her guards in the process. What arts have you employed to keep her? Does she even still live?
I believe I can speak for myself. Lords and ladies of Ferelden, hear me. My father is no longer the man you know. This man is not the hero of Riverdane. This man turned his troops aside and refused to protect your king as he fought bravely against the Darkspawn. This man seized Kaelin's throne before his body was cold and locked me away so I could not reveal his treachery. I would have already been killed, if not for this Grey Warden.
So, the Warden's influence has poisoned even your mind, Enora. I wanted to protect you from this. My lords and ladies! Our land has been threatened before! It's been invaded and lost and won times beyond counting. We Fereldans have proven that we will never truly be conquered so long as we are united. We must not let ourselves be divided now. Stand with me! And we shall defeat even the Blight itself!
The Warden! I'm with the Warden. Southreach stands with the Grey Wardens.
Dragon's Peak supports the Warden!
Western Hills is with you, Loghain. Maker help us.
I stand by Loghain. We've no hope of victory otherwise.
I'm with Loghain. Who else could defeat the Blight? Loghain, I'm with you.
This bodes ill for us all.
The Landsmeet has spoken. Following these Grey Wardens has cost us our king. We must not allow it to cost us our country. I charge Eamon, Alistair, and this Warden with treason. Someone escort my daughter back to her room. Take the traitors outside to await execution.
To arms! We will not be taken without a fight!
For Ferelden! Let it be done!
All right. The ladder, so you can get off my back. I'll get on. You'll get no mercy from me! Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
In the Maker's name, stop! We will have order.
Agreed. Let there be no further bloodshed in the Landsmeet.
Alistair's claim is challenged. In the days before King Calenhad, such claims were settled by duels. Alistair against Loghain. Will the Landsmeet agree?
Yes, if it will avoid further bloodshed. But it must be fought according to tradition, by strength of arms only, in single combat until one party yields. Do you accept the terms?
It is you or me the men will follow. So, let us fight for it. Prepare yourself.
Got it. Now it's better than later. I'll get on it. This'll be fun!
underestimated you, Warden. I thought you were like Kalen, a child wanting to play at war. I was wrong. There's a strength in you that I have not seen anywhere since Marek died. I yield.
I didn't just hear you say that. You're going to let him live? After everything he's done? Kill him already!
Wait. There is another option. The Tairn is a warrior and general of renown. Let him be of use. Let him go through the joining. There are 3 of us in all of Ferelden, and there are compelling reasons to have as many wardens on hand as possible to deal with the Archdemon.
The joining itself is often fatal, is it not? If he survives, you gain a general. If not, you have your revenge. Doesn't that satisfy you?
Absolutely not! Riordan, this man abandoned our brothers and then blamed us for the deed. He hunted us down like animals. He tortured you! How can we simply forget that? Joining the Wardens is an honor, not a punishment. Name him a Warden and you cheapen us all. I will not stand next to him as a brother. I won't! Some things can't be undone or forgiven. This goes way beyond having spotless honor. We aren't talking about a minor hiccup in his past. I didn't want to be king. I still don't. But if that's what it takes to see Loghain get justice, then I'll do it. I'll take the crown.
Listen to this. Can you see how disastrous a king he'd be? Putting his own selfish desires above the needs of his country? You can't seriously support him.
And I thought the whole idea was to bring Loghain to justice. Funny how plans change, isn't it?
You'd throw away a very fortunate alliance for petty revenge? Perhaps Ferelden is better off without you, Alistair.
You're siding with her? How could you do this to me? You, of all people. What's wrong with you? He's repeatedly tried to kill us both, and you side with him over me? Isn't it? I don't know. I'm not sure I know what's true anymore. All I know is I can't let this pass. Not and still live with myself. I guess I don't have any choice, do I? I'm leaving.
I'm afraid it's not so simple as that, Alistair.
You already got what you wanted. Your murdering father gets a place amongst the Grey Wardens. What else could you want from me?
Your life, unfortunately. So long as you live, rebellions can be raised in your name. Our land cannot endure another civil war. I must call for your execution. This is what you would ask? Very well. Though I think it a mistake. Alistair, you may leave on condition that you swear before this Landsmeet that you renounce all claim to the throne for yourself and all your heirs.
That's what it'll take, huh? Fine. I don't want anything to do with this place or any of you people. Ever! I swear it! Time for me to go. You heard Honora. I do, or I get to join Duncan. Nice, huh? Have fun ending the Blight. Or whatever. I guess you made your decision, right? So goodbye.
And now, lords and ladies of Ferelden, there is still a Blight to defeat, and armies to gather. And I appoint this man to lead us in both. We will not allow this land be further threatened by the Archdemon. Gather your forces, and await the Warden's command. On the morrow, we shall begin our struggle against the greatest threat Ferelden has ever faced. And we shall triumph over it, for we are Ferelden.
You are called upon to submit yourself to the Taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
I understand.
So it's done. My father lives, and for good or ill, he is now a Grey Warden. Thank you for giving him the opportunity to undergo the ritual. It couldn't have been easy. He does indeed. Arl Eamon has left for Redcliffe, and tells me that our armies have almost fully gathered there. I will be heading there myself. Bring your companions, and join us at Redcliffe Castle as soon as you are able. You have united Ferelden, Warden. Now we face the Blight.
I'll get on it.
Let's not spend more time here than we must. Let's not spend more time here than we must.
All right.
We'll need white sugar for those cakes, Ilana, not barley sugar. They're for the Arl.
Can't talk now, sir. Mistress Agatha would
Maybe
have
if
my
I drop a
hide.
couple of good
I'd better
plates,
not see
they
one
won't make me
second
try
back
them
on
anymore.
those loaves, Corella, or it's back to the scullery with you.
Indeed.
Yes.
I've heard the news. The Landsmeet is over. If it weren't for you, we'd all be bowing and scraping to King Loghain. But it does put our activities in a bit more delicate a situation. It's been a good run, though. Good to see you, Warden. Fighting the good fight, eh? Right you are.
Thanks for the help you've given. Unfortunately, I have more headaches.
Here I am.
I passed your test. Fate has a twisted sense of humor, it seems. I suppose you think I'm some sort of monster. More so since I survived your ritual. You keep striking at me, and I just refuse to die decently. Ah, now there's the venom I expected. Well, is that it? Surely you've more to say to me than that. Go on, try out all the curses and insults you know. I'll teach you some new ones if they don't suffice. And now what? Am I to be some trophy of your victory? The defeated enemy you drag about on a leash wherever you go? Or have you some worse fate in mind for me? Yes, well, you can thank me for that later. I don't know what concession you want from me, Warden. I expect my word will not satisfy you. Nothing I can say will prove that. Either I will be worthy of trust, or I won't. I think it's time we got to the point here. What do you want from me? My execution was all but arranged. If you'd wanted me dead, you could have had your wish at the Landsmeet. I assume, then, that you have something else in mind. Fortunate for me, then, that I've always been a man to take chances. I'm hardly blind to the irony of this situation. All of this can rightly be called my fault. Whether or not you can do better remains to be seen. But if you can make this the end, Warden, I will follow you, I swear it. I never doubted that. We should speak no more of this at present. Time's wasting. Did you want something? I suppose that depends on how much of the kingdom was left by then. Once the border was secure, the army would have regrouped to push back the Darkspawn in the south. It There was never any question in my mind that Honora would remain on the throne. After all, who else was there? Marek had no brothers or sisters. Most of the Therans were publicly hung by Megran when he took power. In any case, there's no use discussing this. We have much work left to do. Of course.
Things are coming to a head fairly quickly, aren't they? Are you ready? The last Grey Wardens in Ferelden. So much is expected from you. It hardly seems fair, either to you or to Alistair. I look at you sometimes and you are so young. You face death every day. You know you are unlikely to live long. Does it frighten you? No, a quiet death is not for you. Your passing will be glorious. You will blaze like a falling star, lighting up the night sky. The first Blight in 400 years, and here you are, the fulcrum on which it all turns. Whatever happens, you will become legend. And if we should prevail, even if you die, you will live on in the memories of those you sacrificed everything for. And perhaps one day they will forget, but it will not erase what you did. Every new day that they see will be because of you, and nothing in this world will ever make that untrue. A Grey Warden through and through. Selfless to the last, devoted to those you protect. I am honored to have served with you.
Just leave me alone, Warden. Seriously. Upset? I don't get upset. I get drunk. Did you want to talk about something? Aye.
You will have the best equipped army Ferelden has ever seen.
Your desire? We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. I think not. Because something must be amiss with me in order to refuse your charms. You'll have to forgive me if I do not leap at your command like a trained warhound. I do not wish to discuss it. Leave me be. A terrible...
Terrible idea.
Oh, what are you thinking?
I don't think that's wise. You think that's unwise. Terrible.
A terrible...
Ah, fancy meeting you here. I heard rumours that Redcliffe was once again open for business, but my word, isn't this amazing? Such bustle. The Earl has kindly offered my son and I lodgings in exchange for supplies. I'm happy to help him. And you too, of course. If you have need of my wares, you have but to ask. I'm sure you'll be pleased.
Indeed.
Yes.
Here they
Twisted
come.
creatures.
Now it's better than later.
Another
Our Leman sends his regards, Warden. We're trying to keep the roads clear and safe. Our Leman sends his regards, Warden.
It's hard to believe we have a king again. I suppose the ancestors figured the Aidukans had enough.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
I can't. Are you here to buy something or what? Then stay away. Some of us have to.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Orzammar may have a new king, but that don't keep the drunks from their ale. How can I help you? Well, grab any of my mates if you want a drink.
I'll miss old King Endrin. He was a good man.
Darkspawn attacks have been really light this year.
I'm coming! Hold on!
The deep roads aren't for the faint of heart.
Just take a table. I'll be right with you.
Get away! You'll change like the rest! Monsters hidden in all my friends! They follow you. Once you are in the story, they possess your friends and... See? I found copies. All from the same pen, and older than the ones in song. Dormant my arse! Take them! I want out! I won't disappear chasing a lie! I won't!
Long live King Harrowmont. Here's to another 30 years of nothing changing.
Long live King Harrowmont! If I was Harrowmont, I'd declare tomorrow a new holiday.
It's strange not having an Aidukan on the throne.
Well, if it isn't my new best friend. You make it to the tower yet? Mage named Godwin. But if you're dumb enough to buy yourself a box of lyrium and forget to sell it, no dust off my pleasure.
I'll get on it.
Yes? Why's someone like you hanging about Dust Town so much? Don't fall into the...
So you're the one who killed Jarvia. Do you know what you've done? Jarvia was no paragon, but she looked after her own. Even the nobles wouldn't cross her. If you think we're gonna let you waltz around like you own the place, you're wrong. For Jarvia, attack!
That's right, come on!
Well, now that they've got a new king, everyone's forgotten about us.
I got nothing to say to you.
You again. Here to buy something, or were you just thinking of wrecking another part of my shop? I stay out of politics. They say Harriman's a fair man, and I'm proud things have calmed down with a firm hand on the throne again. Of course.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen. But there's more out there.
I'll get on it.
Prince Balin was cheated of his birthright.
Ancestors smile on our new King Harrimont.
Valen's supporters aren't going to take this lying down.
With that out of the way, perhaps we can finally resume trade.
Orzammar doesn't stand for thievery, even from distinguished visitors. Like, let's say...
I need to set an audience with the new king.
At last we have a king again. I trust that King Harrowmont will do what is best for Orzammar.
News of the hour. Lord Harrowmont victorious. Lord Valen...
King Endrin can rest in peace now.
I just get paid to speak the truth. If you have an issue, speak to my employer.
You are always welcome at House Harrowmont.
You will always be welcome here.
My husband owes you his throne. You are always welcome here.
Thank you for having faith in House Harrowmont.
You have done more for us than I ever imagined.
You are always welcome, College of the State House.
Got it.
So Harrowmont managed to snatch the throne after all. And I hear we have you to thank.
I will not allow the warriors that serve my house leave to defend the surface. Why
Can I get
should
you a
our
ladder
strong
so you can
dwarven
get off
men
my
die
back?
for these humans?
We are honored to have you here.
Orzammar doesn't stand for thievery, even from distinguished visitors. Orzammar doesn't stand for thievery, even from distinguished visitors. Like, let's say, Orzammar doesn't stand for thievery.
The Idukins had their turn. It's good to see another house take it.
Any luck, Warden? She doesn't have much...
Got it.
Orzammar doesn't stand for thievery, even from distinguished visitors.
Greetings. Ancestors favor King Harrowmont. You are always welcome on these estates, Warden.
I will not forget who won me this throne.
You are always welcome. You are always welcome.
Long live King Harrowmont. Atraspa.
Orzammar doesn't stand for thievery.
The Idukins out there.
Orzammar doesn't stand for thievery, even from distinguished visitors.
All right.
Like, let's say, wardens.
Harrowmont's a little old to be king, isn't he?
Prince Balin was cheated out of his birthright.
Long live King Harrowmont.
You found it. Warden, you have my gratitude. You're a bright spot in an otherwise dark time. At least someone is willing to stand up for tradition. Thank you again.
I started to worry. I didn't know if you were ever coming back. Did you find any records? Any sign of the old Orton Tig? You found them? That's my great-grandmother's name. And her husband! Oh, great ancestors, it's them! It's me! I am an Orton. Oh, thank you. I have to take these to the assembly right away. Find me there. Once these are acknowledged, I'll give you any reward.
I'm sorry, you'll have to bother someone else with your questions.
Impressive work, Warden. King Harrowmont's impending coronation has been entered into the memories. Is there something more I can help you with? What's this? A list of names. Most of these clans no longer even exist. Is this authentic? If it is, now that would be quite extraordinary indeed. I would love to make a copy of this. The Shaperate has never had much information on Caridin and his golems, much less proof of this magnitude. Warden, I hope this artifact from our archives will suffice as a reward. I must inform the Shaperate at once. Impressive work, Warden. Is there something more I can help you with? Ask, and I shall do my best to answer. The Shaperate guards Orzammar's knowledge. We have preserved in Lyrium all of the records of Dwarven history. The memories record all. They are how we know to which family a child owes life. They ensure we forget nothing of our past, good or bad. Your presence here has been recorded in the memories.
Are you looking for records of the Grey Wardens?
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
At least someone is willing to stand up for tradition. Thank you again.
The Prince values your support. Atrasvala.
Your desire?
I've been hoping you'd return to Orzammar. Oh, I have so much to tell you. The other houses repaid their debts to my house, and I had enough money to send an expedition into our old Tig. We found so many things. I kept some for you. I said I'd repay you, didn't I? I could never fully repay what you've done for me, but this is a start, I hope. Walk well, and may fortune always smile.
The Assembly is in recess until King Harrowmont can address them.
Got it.
Of the hour. Lord Balin attacks the Assembly and is ignominiously slain.
Prince Balin was cheated of his birthright.
Have you seen my lunch? I'm only asking because you never know who's going to get hungry. Right.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Fair journeys, Warden.
Oh, you want to see some of the best previously owned equipment in Thedas, friend? Come.
I know this is Dust Town, but we've got rules here, too. No shenanigans, topside. With Jarvia gone, we've orders to be tougher on crime in Dust Town. Even topsiders have helped us.
It's you, the Grey Warden. Andraste's mercy that you got here when you did. I thought for sure these monsters were going to get me. In the castle, I think. I thought I could make it to my home and back before they got here, but it took me too long to get down here. What a relief you arrived. By now, yes, they'd have reached the castle. I'm going to get out of here before any more of those things arrive.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? That'll teach you. I'm sorry, am I too quick for you?
Another battle, I see.
Oh, this is a nasty one. Now's better than later. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Got it. All right. Now is better than later. Got it. You're in a little over your head. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? I'll get on it. Darkspawn! Kill them all! All right. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Now it's better than later. All right. I'll get on it. Got it. Get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Now is better than later. I'll get on it. Got it. All right. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Now is better than later. You're gonna regret this!
You don't win!
On your guard, Witch! Now's better than later. On your guard, Rich!
Wipe them out!
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? All right. Push them back!
Begin the onslaught!
I'll get on
Yes. Yes? This I could have done back in the village square. Try again. This I could have done back in the village square. No, I can't do that. Yes. Yes. This I could have done back in the village square. This I could have done back in the village square. Yes. Yes. This I could have done back in the village square.
Twisted creatures. All right. Now's better than later. Can I get you a ladder? Can you get off my back? I'll get on it. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Die already! All right. You're gonna regret this! I'll get on it. Now it's better than later. Got it. This'll be fun! All right. Got it.
I am yours.
Got it. Later. Run in here.
My lord, you're here. Thank goodness. They are both inside with Riordan of the Grey Wardens, who arrived this morning, just ahead of the Darkspawn. I was told he has urgent news and to send out patrols to watch for your arrival. Then we were attacked. I don't rightly know. Things happened so fast, I only know he was scouting in the south before he... I should take you to the hall right away, my lord. They'll be waiting for you there.
It's a relief to see you unharmed. And you as well, Loghain.
Yes, what a pleasure to see you again.
The Darkspawn that attacked Redcliffe were relatively few in number, I'm afraid. It was assumed the Horde was marching in this direction, but that is not true.
Riordan tells us that the bulk of the Horde is in fact heading towards Denerim. They are perhaps 2 days away from the capital.
How certain are we that this is good information?
I ventured close enough to listen in, as it were. I am quite certain. The Darkspawn line is wide, and many of them roam away from the main horde. Until now, most of them have been spotted here in the west.
Not to mention that our forces have been distracted by the...
There is, I'm afraid, one other piece of news that is of even greater concern. The Archdemon has shown itself. The dragon is at the head of the horde.
Make her preserve us.
And we won't be able to reach Denerim within 2 days.
We must begin a forced march to the capital immediately with what we have. Denerim must be defended at all costs.
Redcliffe is fortified enough that a skeleton force can hold the wall should Darkspawn come.
Then you will remain here, Tegan, while we march on Denerim.
The horde must be defeated, but the Archdemon is our true target. And only the Grey Wardens can defeat the Archdemon. That is why we must go.
Then we march, and hope the army collected here gives you the chance you need. Arleman, how long before the army can set out?
By daybreak, Your Majesty.
Then give the order. The longer we delay, the longer Denerim will be at the mercy of the Horde.
I will give the orders at once, and will notify you the moment we are ready to march.
Excellent.
Then if you and Loghain could meet me before you retire, we have Grey Warden business to discuss.
I will have someone show you to your rooms. I suggest you all get some rest. And so Loghain's daughter sits on the throne. The Therin bloodline is ended. I suppose you did what you did for your own reasons, Warden, but I wish it could have turned out differently. Honora is a decent woman, but she is much like her father. I suppose we shall see exactly what that means in time. He is angry, Warden, and rightfully so. He has left, and I know not to where. I will try to contact him again once all of this is done, but I am not confident that he will change his mind and return. Perhaps that is for the best. There are those who would seek to use him, as Honora suggested. I feel sorry for the lad. We have sent messengers to Orlais. With any luck, the Empress will send us help within a week. I think it entirely possible, however, that she has written Ferelden off as a lost cause already. Perhaps the Grey Wardens of Orlais will be able to march and reach us in time. We should not rely on their arrival, even so.
And now Denerim is under assault by the Darkspawn. The death toll will be...
Good evening, my lord. It is an honor to meet you. We are concerned that Darkspawn assassins might be sent into the camp to harm you or the Queen. No doubt you could defend yourself from such an attack, but we would prefer you to rest easy. For a few hours, at least. I am not certain. On one hand, I yearn for the capital to be defended. There are so many lives at stake. But it feels as if we are rushing to our doom. Do you truly feel that we have a chance of winning? I hope you are right. I will pray for it. There was some groaning after the men received word about the coming race to Denerim tomorrow, but nothing serious. I think many are uneasy about facing the Great Horde. We will be outnumbered, it is said, but we have no choice. There are thousands of innocents in Denerim. My own family is there. Thank you. You can't imagine what a relief it is to hear you say that. Of course...
I wish you luck, Grey Warden, for all our sakes.
It is an honor, Grey Warden.
And what word have we from Orzammar? Has House Claret sent their men, or haven't they?
They're stalling, which is as good as a no.
House Claret's feud with House Romald has flared up again since their son died in that Deep Roads business. So naturally they're pleading the need for self-defense.
Fine time to start with that nonsense again. I've half a mind to... Evening to you, Grey Warden. I didn't realize you were still up and about. Nothing that can be dealt with now, I'm afraid. Just one of the houses being thicker than the stone that made them.
Once all of this Blight business is done, there will be a reckoning in the Assembly.
They're probably half hoping we'll all wind up dead. That way they'll have one of the strongest forces left in Orzammar.
Enough to face the Darkspawn all on their own, I suppose? That's exactly the kind of half-arsed thinking that got us into the mess after Endron passed.
It was our good fortune that you decided to go to Orzammar when you did, Grey Warden. For all that a surfacer needed our help, I expect we needed yours more. Resting? Who can rest after the march we had just getting here? You tall races have it so easy.
That and we're kept up thinking about the coming battle.
Are things truly that desperate? Do we stand a chance of losing? I hope you're right. Under the open sky is a terrible place to consider dying, that's for sure.
Right. Off to camp with both of you, and keep the drunkenness to a minimum. We have a long way to go yet. Pleasant evening to you, Grey Warden, and good fortune on the field of battle.
The Grey Wardens and the Dwarves have always been allies. It is a pleasure to join you. The Grey Wardens and the Dwarves have always been allies. It is a pleasure. Nervous about the battle tomorrow, I see.
Yes. As you...
What's on your mind? It is no...
Enchantment?
Your desire? We are hardly alone, so privacy is not an option. And you wish to do this in... Come to think of it,
Let's see what this Riordan has to say. Let's see what this Riordan has to say.
You're both here. Good. You're new to the Grey Wardens, and you may not have been told how an archdemon is slain. I need to know if that is so.
It is indeed. I, for one, am most intrigued to hear this.
So it is true. Duncan had not yet told you. I had simply assumed. Tell me, have you ever wondered why the Grey Wardens are needed to defeat the Darkspawn? That is exactly what it involves. The Archdemon may be slain, as any other Darkspawn, but should any other than a Grey Warden do the slaying, it will not be enough. The essence of the beast will pass through the taint to the nearest Darkspawn and will be reborn anew in that body. The dragon is thus all but immortal. But if the Archdemon is slain by a Grey Warden, its essence travels into the Grey Warden instead. The Darkspawn is an empty, soulless vessel, but a Grey Warden is not. The essence of the Archdemon is destroyed, and so is the Grey Warden.
The Grey Warden that kills the Archdemon perishes.
Yes. Without the Archdemon, the Blight ends. It is the only way. We keep it secret for the same reason the joining is kept secret. Who would become a Grey Warden if they knew the end that might await them? And yet there must be Grey Wardens. Without us, there is no hope. As far as we know, the transfer of the Archdemon's essence is automatic. If one of us is not present when the killing blow is made, it is all for nothing. There is no other way. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. In Blight's past, when the time came, the eldest of the Grey Wardens would decide which amongst them would take that final blow. If possible, the final blow should be mine to make. I am the eldest, and the taint will not spare me much longer. But if I fail, the deed falls on you. The Blight must be stopped now, or it will destroy all of Ferelden before the rest of the Grey Wardens can assemble. Remember that. But enough. There will be much to do tomorrow, and little enough time to rest before it. I will let you return to your rooms.
Then this will be dealt with soon. One way or the other.
So it will. Let us hope it ends for the better. You should get some sleep before morning. There will be much...
One life. After all this trouble, it seems like such a small thing to give up to see this land safe, doesn't it? And if there isn't, do we refuse to accept the solution because it doesn't suit us? There's much more at stake than our own lives. And should it come to that, if anyone should make this sacrifice, it ought to be me. Maker knows I have enough to atone for. There is, however, no use worrying about what may be. We'll have to wait and see what comes.
Do not be alarmed. It is only I. I am well. 'Tis you who are in danger. I have a plan, you see. A way out. The loop in your hole. I know what happens when the Archdemon dies. I know a Grey Warden must be sacrificed, and that sacrifice could be you. I have come to tell you that this does not need to be. I know a great many things. How I know is not quite as important as what I am offering you, however. I offer a way out. A way out for all the Grey Wardens, that there need be no sacrifice. A ritual, performed on the eve of battle, in the dark of night. Perhaps. But that price need not be so unbearable, especially if there is much to be gained. All I ask is that you listen to what I have to offer, nothing more. What I propose is this. Lay with me, here tonight, and from our joining, a child will be conceived. The child will bear the taint, and when the Archdemon is slain, its essence will seek the child like a beacon. At this early stage, the child can absorb that essence and not perish. The Archdemon is still destroyed with no Grey Warden dying in the process. Not at all. It will become something different. A child born with the soul of an old god. After this is done, you allow me to walk away, and you do not follow. Ever. The child will be mine to raise as I wish. This is what my mother intended when she sent me with you. She was the one who first gave me this ritual and told me of what I was meant to do. This does not surprise you, does it? Did you not wonder why Flemeth saved your life? Why she aided you? This is why. What is important is that I am offering this to you now. It will work, and it will save your life. As you wish. Allow me to say that what I seek is the essence of the old god that once was, and not the dark forces that corrupted it. Some things are worth preserving in this world. Make of that what you will. I do not wish to tell you. No, you never will. This is all I ask in return for freeing you from the burden the Grey Wardens have placed upon you. Ignoring that after but one night it could barely be called a child, no, it will not be hurt. It will be changed. Then you have decided? Caring for you, as I've come to? That was not part of the plan. But I cannot let what I feel interfere with what I must do. This is important to me. The fact that it may save your life makes me all the more determined to see it done. Please, do not cloud the issue. If you feel anything for me, then accept that it will make what we must do that much easier. After the Archdemon has been slain? No. No, you will never see me again. Refuse my offer, however, and I leave now. This is simply how it must be. A wise decision. Come, my love. Put the thoughts of the ritual aside and let us make this last night together one to remember.
We have gathered all the forces we can. The Darkspawn Horde is sure to reach the capital before us. And so we must race to Denerim as quickly as we can. The lives of many thousands hang in the balance. We must not forsake them. You have gathered an army to replace the one lost at Ostagar, Grey Warden. Let us pray that it will be enough.
Before us stands the might of the Darkspawn Horde. Gaze upon them now, but fear them not. The man you see beside me is an elf, raised to the ranks of the Grey Wardens, and never a more glorious Grey Warden has there been. He has survived despite the odds, and without him, none of us would be here. Today, we save Denerim! Today, we avenge the death of my husband, your King Kaelan! But most of all, today, we show the Grey Wardens that we remember and honor their sacrifice! For Ferelden! For the Grey Wardens!
Darks. Spawn. Kill them all! Can I get you a ladder? Get off my back? Now's better than later. I'll get on it. All right. Got it. All right. I'll get on it. Now's better than later. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Let's see some blood! Got it. I'll get on it. All right. Now's better than later. Got it. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? All right. I'll get on it. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Now's better than later. All right.
Press forward!
things. All right. I get to the ladder. You can get off my back. Now's better than later. Can I get you a ladder? You can get off my back?
You've managed to fight your way to the gates. We're doing better than I hoped.
That will change quickly.
Bloody nug runners are outnumbered 3 to 1.
What are we to do now, Riordan? You have a plan, I assume?
The army will not last long, so we need to move quickly to reach the Archdemon. I suggest taking Loghain and no more than 2 others with you into the city. Anyone you don't bring with you can remain here to prevent more Darkspawn from entering Denerim on our tails. We're going to need to reach a high point in the city. I'm thinking the top of Fort Draken might work.
You want to draw the dragon's attention?
We have little choice, though I warn you that as soon as we engage the beast, it will call all its generals to help it. I can sense 2 generals in Denerim. You may wish to seek them out before going to Fort Draken.
A wise suggestion. Slaying those generals will throw chaos into the Darkspawn ranks.
It may also waste resources trying to find them. The decision is up to you. Neither of them are near Fort Draken currently. There are already several units of our allies within the city by now. They may be able to come to your assistance if you call them, but their strength will be limited. Now, who do you wish to take with you into the city?
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
Fair enough. Anyone else will need to remain here and assist in keeping more Darkspawn from coming in the gates behind us. Who will lead them?
Fine. Let's just move into the blasted main event already.
Good. That should be sufficient. Nothing you have done has prepared you for what you face now. May the Maker watch over you.
Well, this is it, Warden. When from the blood of battle the stone is fed, let the heroes prevail and the blighters lie dead. As one of the blighters, I sodding salute you. Let's show them our hearts, and then show them theirs.
So the Archdemon is next, is it? Let us try to get through this without my being rendered into so many pulverized pebbles, yes? Or eaten by the dragon. It might give passing a stone all new meaning, but I don't want to be there for it. Oh well, enough talking. There is a burning city to invade, or something.
Are you ready? We have reached the battlefield at last. I have done nothing. You have carried us this far. Do not doubt that. Let's get this over with then. There is little time to waste.
So we head into the city together. As it should be. Once this is done, no matter how it turns out, I will be gone. You are aware of this, yes? I do not think that would be wise. Allow me to say only one thing before we go. I was foolish. This could have been so much easier, yet I cannot regret what was between us. I will always remember you, my love. Now, let us see this finally done. The Archdemon awaits. Should seem the entire city is overrun. Best chance of bystanders there. What's on your mind?
Kill those godless bastards!
Quick! Counting on you, Warden!
Make her watch over you!
You! It's you! The Maker sure gave you the gift of good timing, didn't he? There's a large group of Darkspawn approaching and the gates won't hold. We need your help. Fight? But we have no armor and only simple weapons. We'll be slaughtered.
Breaking through!
Run! All of you! Run for your lives!
than later. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Get on it. Oh, well, you still can! Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Get off my back? All right. This'll be fun! Got it.
Wipe them out!
Get on it.
Another battle, I see.
Someone's going to fall, and it sure won't be me!
No mercy!
That's right, come on!
Get on it. Got it.
Darkspawn! Kill them all!
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Now it's better than later.
Going to fall, and it sure won't be me!
Right, all right. get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Someone's going to fall. It sure won't be me! Got it. It's a massacre and no one's getting out alive!
I am your death!
Twisted creatures stink when you squish them.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
You have something to say, do you? I see. Let me talk then, and you shall listen. I shall be brief. What was done, had to be done. I regret it not. I shall be leaving, as I said, and so this entanglement of ours must end. Do you understand? Enough. To accept this would make things far easier for you. I am sorry, but this is how it must be. You have something to say, do you? There is much to be done, and quickly.
Did you want something? Anora always did have a flair for the dramatic. She could have been a bard. Anora is a politician at heart. There's one thing she knows. It's how to move people. Is that a serious question? Is there someone else you know of who could stand up to the Landsmeet? But enough about Anora. We ought to get moving. Of course.
Beware! A large group of Darkspawn have broken away from the battle! They're charging this way! They'll be here any minute! You're pathetic! Here they come!
As you say. Immediately. As you say. I shall do so. As you say, I shall do so. Immediately. As you say. I shall do so. Immediately. Watch out. As you say.
You did it!
I shall do so. Immediately.
Blast it!
As you say. I shall do so. You must have victory. As you say.
Thank the Maker. We defeated!
As you say.
Thank the Maker. You did it!
Shall I send word that the gates are secured? Right away.
I'll get on it. I'm sorry, am I too quick for you? Run while you still can! Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? some blood! I'll get on it.
You have something to say, do you? Then let us get back to...
Twisted creatures. It's a good day to die! Now is better than later. Got it. All right. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Got it. Now is better than later. Got it.
I shall do it.
Is it time to kill something? I'll get on it. Now it's better than later. Got it.
Let us end this!
All right. Now it's better than later. No end to these blasted things.
Tear them apart!
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? All right. Now it's better than later. No mercy! You get no mercy from me!
Too easy!
Can I get to the ladder? Get off my back?
Wipe them out!
Got it.
Off me and you shall pay!
All right. Can I get to the ladder so you can get off my back?
Now we get our hands dirty.
I'll get on it. Got it. All right. Got it. Now it's better than later. Can I get to the ladder so you can get off my back? I'll get on it. Got it. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? All right.
Another battle!
Now it's better.
be it.
All right. Strike at me if you dare.
You cannot win!
I'll get on it. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Let's see some blood! You have no skill, only desperation! Now's better than later. Got it. Get on it. I'll get on it. Now's better than later. Got it. This'll be fun! Be me! course. Of course. You need something? Got it.
Another battle, I see.
Enchantment? Enchantment! Enchantment? 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 Enchantment!
Twisted creatures. I'm sorry, am I too quick for you? Get off my back.
Begin the onslaught!
No end to these blasted things. Come on! All right. Darkspawn, kill them all! Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Now it's better than later. Get on it.
It's your time to die!
All right. Can I get you a you. Got it. All right. Got it. I'll get on it. So you can get off my back? That was better than that. Got it. Get on it. No chance